times seek change, so must we. That the new time requires new response to new challenges.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Welcome to another edition of the program As You Answer the Call. Nigeria is making steady progress towards containing the deadly COVID-19 disease. Support this effort by respecting the COVID-19 protocols and availing yourself for vaccination when it gets to your turn. Once again, welcome to the program As You Answer the Call. I am Binta Magaji, your regular host on the program. When the leadership of NAHCON, led by Alhaji Zikrullah Kule Hassan, came on board in February 2020, one of the policies of the Commission it promised to implement is the Hajj Savings Scheme. Nearly a year since the formal launching of the scheme on Sunday, the 4th of October 2020 in Kano State, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, has commenced a series of meetings for stock-taking on how the scheme is faring. This so will assist the Commission determine the successes recorded and the challenges to be addressed. In our Spotlight segment, we'll be looking at some of these issues and what NAHCON and other stakeholders are doing to ensure a successful implementation of the Hajj Savings Scheme in Nigeria. Stay tuned for the details. Don't go away. Also in the program, we have our regular segments such as the NAHCON News Diary, which features the activities of NAHCON chairman, key functionaries of the Commission, and other stakeholders. These are more shortly. Please stay tuned.
Every Muslim is a potential pilgrim. To make the Hajj possible for the Ummah, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, is running a Hajj savings scheme through Jaiz Bank. The scheme allows depositors to gradually save for the Hajj over a period of time. Registration into the Hajj savings scheme is ongoing for all Muslims. Muslims wishing to perform Hajj can be enrolled into the scheme through the following outlets: NAHCON offices across the country, state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, any branch of Jaiz Bank in the country. Enrollment can also be done directly by logging into dedicated sites for the scheme. Let's participate and support the Hajj Savings Scheme for better Hajj services.
Thanks for being there. We begin the program with the News Diary as presented from our studio. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, says it respects the decision of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to cancel the 2021 Hajj to foreign pilgrims. NAHCON chairman Alhaji Zikrullah Kule Hassan stated this in a statement signed by the Commission's Head of Public Affairs, Hajia Fatima Sanda Usara. The chairman said the decision, though painful to intending pilgrims worldwide, should be accepted in good faith, urging Muslims to pray to Allah collectively for the Hajj to take place in coming years. Alhaji Zikrullah Hassan commended Nigerian intending pilgrims for their resilience and support during the period of the two cancellations. The Commission said it will consult with stakeholders on the way forward and also confirmed that it will not hesitate to refund pilgrims who are not interested in rolling over their Hajj payments, just as it was done last year. Meanwhile, His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto and President General Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs Alhaji Abubakar Sa'ad III has unveiled the newly constructed ultramodern Hajj camp in Bauchi State, which was named after him. The Hajj camp was built by Bauchi State Governor Senator Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir close to Abubakar Tafawa Balewa International Airport. The governor, the sultan and other dignitaries were conducted round the facilities, which include conference hall, a mosque, accommodation, clinic and many more.
Contribution to our growth and development.
Speaking at the occasion, Governor Bala Muhammad said the facilities are provided as part of his government's efforts to ease Hajj for the people.
We decided to initiate this with the State Assembly, and after due consultation with the National Hajj Commission, we came up with this edifice that has, besides all that you have seen, the physical infrastructure, and we knew that what our people wanted is for us to contribute to making it easy for them to go for Hajj.
The governor further stated that the camp was built in line with NAHCON policies, saying plans are in place to make it fully operational. He appreciated the leadership of NAHCON for introducing various policies in order to improve Hajj management, particularly the Hajj savings scheme.
And we want to thank Sheikh Zikrullah, for bringing innovation and invention to Hajj, where contributory Hajj is being brought on board, and will make sure that our pilgrims will really incentivize and take opportunity to go there, not necessarily being supported or sponsored by government.
Magnificent edifice.
In his remarks, the Sultan of Sokoto thanked the Bauchi State government for providing the structure and called for collaborative efforts to sustain it.
So I'm very glad to hear the proposals, the plans both the government and the Hajj Commission have, and I want to assure you we'll put our hands together, see how we can work hand in hand in a very strong manner to make these plans a reality. And by the comments I've heard from previous speakers, it's going to be well utilized and well maintained. And that's the most important focus, is to utilize it and to maintain it.
NAHCON chairman Alhaji Zikrullah Kuli Hassan, represented by the Commission's Commissioner of Operations Alhaji Abdullahi Magaja Hardawa, said NAHCON will collaborate with Bauchi State to use part of the facilities for the Hajj Training Institute.
This Hajj Training Institute, we are floating. Already you have got the approvals of the relevant government agencies for the establishment of the institute. When it matures to a reasonable level, we may seek to collaborate with the government of Bauchi State towards establishing outreaches of the institute, and there shall be no better place than this edifice put in place by Your Excellency.
He appreciated the governor for supporting NAHCON in running its activities effectively. Other speakers at the event expressed happiness with the Bauchi State government, urging beneficiaries of the structure to manage it efficiently. Alhamdulillah, if you're just tuning in, the program is As You Answer the Call, a public enlightenment presentation that keeps you abreast on the activities of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, and other Hajj-related matters. In efforts to consolidate on gains recorded so far, as well as identify and address challenges associated with the management of the Hajj savings scheme, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, and other key stakeholders have started to do some stock taking in Abuja. Next, in our Spotlight segment, we'll bring to you details of what NAHCON is doing to promote the Hajj savings scheme. Stay tuned.
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك
Since the formal flag-off of the Hajj savings scheme on the 4th of October 2020 in Kano, getting intending pilgrims to register into the scheme remains one of the cardinal objectives of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, and its stakeholders. It is in keeping with this desire that the Commission, Jais Bank, state governments, and other relevant stakeholders are leaving nothing to chance in ensuring that the Hajj savings scheme is being implemented successfully. To achieve this goal, NAHCON adopted a number of strategies, and these include going round states across the country for advocacy to solicit public support for the Hajj savings scheme. The key benefits associated with the Hajj savings scheme include subsidize the cost of Hajj, make the Hajj industry self-sustaining, alignment of Hajj management in Nigeria to global standards, and provide employment opportunities. Others are boost economic growth and at the same time entrench the culture of savings among low-income groups, as well as allow for long-term strategic planning in all facets of Hajj operations. Armed with this information, some interested depositors have enrolled into the scheme, most of them during ceremonies marking the launching of the scheme in the states.
Inshallah, go help me well because I don't get like 1 million once, but this one small. So far where I'll be working, I see the small money, then I'll transfer to the bank. That's it.
Little by little, that I will put there, the money at the end of the day, is something and will enable me to finance myself for Hajj.
We are happy with the Hajj savings scheme. We pray for its success. It will help us to achieve our dream.
Similarly, the following outlets are designated enrollment points for depositors. They are NAHCON offices across the country, state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, any branch of Jais Bank in the country. Enrollment can also be done directly by logging into dedicated sites for the scheme.
I walk in through a Jais Bank and I made mention of the Hajj savings account, and I was directed to someone that will give me the form. I fill a form with them. In fact, they were even asking if I want to open the account, generate the account myself, and I was given the website, which I know it's very easy for me. I collected the website and I generate the accounts from there.
Also, 3 state governments, namely Kaduna, Kano and Jigawa, have procured laptops and BVN enrollment equipment for the registration of depositors into the scheme. Furthermore, NAHCON, State Pilgrims Welfare Boards as well as Ulama have had series of meetings on how to promote and support the implementation of the Hajj savings scheme. Kaduna State is one of the states where NAHCON held a sensitization tour to acquaint pilgrims officials, imams and the general public about the Hajj savings scheme.
Generating random password. So unkai login in sai ka canza zuwa password da kai kake so.
Trying to carry everybody along.
A stock-taking exercise was undertaken by NAHCON to evaluate how the Hajj savings scheme has fared since its introduction in 2020. The review meeting took place on Wednesday the 9th of June 2021 in Abuja. NAHCON chairman Alhaji Zikunla Kulle Hassan said the meeting was to find ways of consolidating the gains recorded.
The board here believe that this is going to be the most important thing we'll ever be able to do as a board. In fact, the Commissioner for Finance used to say, if this is the only thing we are able to do successfully, we can go back to our different home and say that we have done something. And really, at the time we announced, we had a number of goodwill messages from other countries who were saying at last, the Hajj Commission of Nigeria has already been saying we are going to do Hajj saving, we are going to do Hajj. At last you are in it, then you are most welcome. The purpose of this meeting is to see how to drive it to a very big success.
The chairman further stated that,
as you are aware, it was September last year, just about 8 months ago, that we came together with Jais Bank to start the train. The train has moved. Although bankers understand more than we do, we are so much in a hurry. It is the bankers, the Jais Bank, who told us, no, for us it's a good story. We were given our ambition. We wanted it to be billions the second day in terms of the fund, and maybe several millions in terms of subscribers. But they understand the market and said, we'll have to move gently.
Alhaji Zikunla Kulle Hassan appreciated the support of all stakeholders, particularly state governors.
We went to most states in Nigeria, and every single state and their chief executive believed that this is a product we have to launch. So we didn't need much conviction to tell people. Even states that we went that didn't meet the chief executive made it possible for us to meet them. For instance, when we went to Kano, The governor was not there. The governor said, look, I'm bringing the whole of my cabinet to Abuja, come on and address them. And he did so.
The managing director of Jais Bank, Hassan Usman, said the meeting was an opportunity for stakeholders to strategize on approaches.
An opportunity like this provide a forum for us to look again, look at what we aim to achieve, what progress we are making, and also to fine-tune or to even change completely some of the tactics and strategies that we are employing. The time is ripe for us to do this review and also to recommit ourselves to the fact that this is a journey that is inevitable for us, and it is a journey that we must continuously stay patiently and doggedly at.
Among the key stakeholders who deliberated on the performance of the scheme were NAHCON commissioners and board members representing Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), officials of Jais Bank, Director of International Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance, Bayero University, Professor Binta Tijani. Others are experts on Hajj Savings Scheme, Dr. Bashir Bugaje and Muhammad Wada. Coordinator of the scheme at NAHCON, Dr. Aliu Tanko, led the deliberation.
Trying to carry everybody along, but certainly with a lot of challenges.
At the end of the review meeting, we interviewed some participants on issues considered.
In a month's time to come now, there is a department at the Bayero University there in terms of Islamic banking and others, and we are going to send about, I think, 25 staff there. So it's part of the capacity building, and we will continue to do that to make sure that we have a full-fledged unit in charge of Hajj Savings Scheme only. But you know, anything with a new thing, it takes some time before it matured. And from all the feelers, from all the indications that we are going, is that the future for the scheme is bright, and we are doing everything. In fact, during this review, we are even giving ourselves a target.
It's a review of what has been happening, what has been going well, areas that we need to improve, and quite a number of areas have been identified. One of it is general sensitization, creating the awareness. A number of people are not aware. There are a number of issues that have been identified as challenges, and strategies have been recommended on how to go around them. It's not probably good for me to mention them here because they are very sensitive areas, but generally speaking, all the challenges that are being confronted by the scheme have been identified, and I'm sure in the next couple of months we'll see very good improvement in the enrollment.
All we need to do is just to improve and intensify effort, or consolidate on that, to harness even both all the available media, print or electronics, and even the social media. We have all tapped into this. We are doing it. So the discussion today is really on how to improve and sustain that, getting other stakeholders to also key in to this enlightenment, because enlightenment cannot be said to be too much.
When you talk about stakeholders, the most important ones that I see, apart from the investors themselves, the intending pilgrims, I see the State Welfare Pilgrims Board, I see the Hajj Commission, I see the tour operators. For synergy to be created, there has to be continuous interface between these different groups of people, continuous meeting, continuous discussions, so that all issues could be ironed out, and then we could begin to operate on the same page. That is very important. Education, training, sensitization, these are key.
The day that the system, the program was launched in Kano, very little response. But now, going by the statistics, we have quite a lot of number of people that have registered with the Hajj Savings Scheme. As I said, as we all know, awareness is important because people are now becoming aware of it.
With the first lap of the review over, NAHCON is expected to engage more stakeholders subsequently for further deliberations on the way forward for Hajj Savings Scheme.
MashaAllah, you're still watching as you answer the call. Coming up next is Making the Hajj.
Infectious diseases, crises, and other natural causes had at various times in history led to the suspension of Hajj or Umrah. How is this action seen by Islam?
A Muslim may have a good intention.
On Making the Hajj tonight, Imam Tajuddin Muhammad Bello Adigun answers these and other questions. He begins by explaining what Hajj is all about to the Muslims.
Hajj is pilgrimage where one will leave his country, or even if that person is in Saudi Arabia, to have intention of performing one of the 5 pillars of Islam, which Allah has commanded, by doing the tawaf and the sa'i and the arafah with good intention.
From a historical perspective, what are those situations that can cause Hajj to be put on hold?
A disease called al-mashari, which affected the camels. You know, that time there was no craft of traveling. People travel by camel, by horses, by trekking. So that sickness basically affected the camels. In fact, it was said that also destructed the Hajj of that year. That is 357 Hijrah. Also, in the year 1830 also, there was a disease from Hind that also affected 3 over 4 of the pilgrims, and that also distracted an act of performing Hajj in that year.
What is the interpretation of Islam when Muslims find themselves in crisis situation during the Hajj period?
A Muslim may have a good intention which circumstance cannot warrant him to establish and to execute that intention, and Allah will give him reward. So people should not mind not going if circumstances warrant that. Their reward is going to be what? Intact.
When the Hajj is suspended or allowed to hold, but with some conditions, how should pilgrims conduct themselves?
If there are some changes based on this circumstance, maybe at the screening spot, to know those who are healthy and those who are affected, please cooperate with them. وَتَعَوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Cooperate with them in righteousness, because that is what they're supposed to do. If they say, please, so doors, don't enter through it, enter through this. That's why we have the screening machine. Please don't go against it. If they say, look, when we are going to this place, it should be so time, no so time. Please take precaution, because they are in authority, they are in power. They are the ones to be asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us obey them as much as possible.
Imam Tajuddin Muhammad Bello Adigun urged Muslims to pray for Allah's intervention on COVID-19 pandemic and any other disease. He also urged them to make efforts to seek more knowledge about Hajj.
Alhamdulillah, up next is the quiz. Welcome to the quiz segment. The question in the last episode was, apart from Miqat Zaman, name the other type of Miqat. The correct answer is Miqatul Makkan. The winner is Umar Aliyu from Zone 1 Abuja. He provided the answer ahead of others. Umar Aliyu will be contacted on how NAHCON will reach him with the prize he won. A quiz winner will get 25,000 Naira cash prize. This is part of NAHCON's effort in social investment in Nigeria. Now to the quiz for this week. And the question is, what is the significance of Miqat in Hajj and Umrah? I repeat, what is the significance of Miqat in Hajj and Umrah? Text the answer to the number shown on your screen. The winner will be the first person whose correct answer is received. All answers should carry the name and location of sender. Good luck and happy viewing. Once again, good luck to you. Before we round off the program, we take some messages from our viewers. Alhaji Abdurazak Kolawale from Ibadan, Oyo State, sent in the first message. It reads, Dear NAHCON, we are enjoying your program. It is exciting and educative. Jazakumullahu khairan. The second message came from GSM number 0806 046 79. It reads, "May Allah bless the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON. We are impressed with the performance of its staff and management." You too can send a message through our mobile number and other social media platforms. Remember, you can stop the spread of coronavirus by complying with all preventive measures. Let's support our governments in the fight against coronavirus. That's it on this edition of the program. As you answer the call, join me same time next week for another package. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا